Alright, should be broadcasting again. See anything?
Hold on. Okay, yeah, now I see it.
Yay. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, well, I was trying to mention it before, but, you know, I mentioned Knights of Sidonia before in the first part. And what I meant to go into was, before I got distracted with something else, was that that first in the 3 Godzilla anime movies comes out in a couple of days. Monster Planet.
Yeah.
So close yet so far. Only 4 days left. And it'll be worldwide on Netflix. Definitely probably the most unique I've seen since Shin, and Shin was only not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I can open these boxes now, finally. Valve proved soft. I was wondering why we couldn't open these before. Alright, do you wish to take a break? Yes.
Well, there's different boxes of those. If there's one that you can't open them, that's because you can only open them with 9S. Yeah, so those are the ones that he has to hack into, so you can't do that with 2B.
Ah, I see. Alrighty then, so... Map. Where does it say to go? Oh, wait a minute. Cleared quests, 3%. Map. It's showing me all the other stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
I
can do those.
Yeah, maybe I guess they're on the way. Alrighty then, the game told me to go to the bed. I did, but now it's not telling me what else to do. Can't access this right now. Okay, does the bunker? Maybe that's it. It's glowing blue for whatever reason, so I can only assume. Yeah, I thought it was weird how Godzilla was in Shin, but in a good way. They kind of mixed in, like, the whole pollution element of Hedorah with how he grew with all that nuclear waste he absorbed. In this, they're taking pages from Biollante, how he apparently in this film he's like based from a plant life form, and he's basically Studio Ghibli if they did a Godzilla. I kind of wondered why they did that. Like, you already made a monster with plant-based origins, Biollante, so it kind of seemed weird to me at first.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen in the trailers, it seems to be... He seems impressive. Like, he's shooting... He's doing, like... He's launching, like, atomic waves out of his tail. He has, like, a sonic boom roar that he has.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool.
Yeah?
Trailer.
You need to check out our required materials and leaders of the resistance camp. I have enough. Explain how to obtain the materials once you touch down. Yes, Commander. Improving communications. And that's only the first of 3 movies. And the second one reportedly is going to have Mechagodzilla in it.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, initially I was a little weirded out with how they went with polygon pictures, because, you know, Sidonia. But
yeah,
it looks a bit better animated than Sidonia. The characters seem to move a bit more. So I can kind of look past it if the movie's good enough. And,
That's true.
And from what I've heard so far, it seems to have scored fairly well, which is good. I like it when a good Godzilla movie, you know, actually gets good ranks, because that way I know there's hope for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like going on my own opinion as much as the next, but you know, it's that little, I guess you could say, assurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell, I've been clamoring for an anime Godzilla for years, and well, we finally get it. Granted, it wasn't how I expected, but I'm open-minded enough to see how it is. Memento accepted. 11B's Memento. Alright, so... active quests. Improving communications. You've been tasked with transporting materials for resistance or to improve... Right. 11B's Memento. So she's in the same class as 2B. I was never recovered. Go to the abandoned factory and return with the mementos I can find. Okay. So far it's just side quests. When does the fairground quest come up? Does it come up after a while, or
Which one?
the fairground, the one that you love?
The amusement park?
Yeah, that one.
Should come up soon.
Okay, because so far they haven't given me any main quests except for these two, the communications and the one to go back to the factory, which we just did.
Yeah.
Oh, a red square coming up. Oh, now what?
Operator to 2B. Come in, 2B. We need you to collect the materials required to improve the network environment. You're going to need a rusty bolt, a small gear, and a spring. You should be able to find them on small-sized enemies. Once you have everything, please take it to the Resistance leader, Anemone.
Understood.
Of course.
I know it's a bit of a pain, but good luck.
Target location data obtained.
Nah.
Operator to 9S.
This is 9S. Go ahead.
I have an incoming message for 2B and 9S from the commander. Initiating playback.
Oh, I had to walk out in
2B,
order to
9S.
get it.
We've lost contact with several Yorha units that were on their way to the surface. Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive. We've tracked the location of their signals, so I need all Yorha units on the surface to head over and investigate.
Yeah, I was
End
waiting
transmission.
for them to tell me when it was,
I heard
but
something about that back at the
they
resistance
weren't.
camp.
So I was a little
Target
confused.
location
Sometimes they just
I'm
trigger
worried
on
about the
their
other
own. Like,
androids.
when you,
We
like,
should
get
probably
out of
check this out as soon as possible.
Oh, that sword feels good. So much weight behind it. I'm glad I got it. Okay, so before we head to amusement park, I'm gonna go swing back to the factory, see if we can get that little memento quest over with.
Oh yeah.
So far, they seem more or less like fetch or go kill something quests, which is fine.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting. I liked doing the quests.
More, at the very least, we get more resources and credits to spend and upgrade. I love doing that. Mary Poppins! Oh, Lord. And hopefully I won't forget where the stairway is this time. That was embarrassing. Inside the factory. And infinitely responding resources. Run, to be run. And now we're back in this labyrinth. Oh. 9S probably hacks that, I believe.
Yeah, I think he does hack that elevator, but I think it's a way later mission.
So yeah, I've beaten, well, all 3 Uncharted games in the streams lately. Now I'm on the 4th one.
Yeah.
I believe you said you started watching the one for 2.
Yeah, I barely started 3.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot to watch.
Oh, it is. Hard to see with him inside that crate. From you, in your personal opinion, how would you rank the main trilogy? You know, what's your favorite, what's your least favorite, and what's in the middle, that kind of thing.
Of the Uncharted?
Yeah, the first 3 games. Like, which is...
The second is my favorite. And, 1 and 3 are my least favorite. My favorites are 2 and 4.
For me, yeah, I would put 2 above the rest as well. Mostly because it ironed out and improved on everything from the first one. And in my opinion, I think it's the one that balanced out everything the most. You know, weapon variety, enemy variety, cinematic. You know, it spaced out all the cinematic moments far better. And, of course, Chloe.
Yeah.
And, oh, especially with the boss fights.
Yeah, the boss fights are definitely a lot cooler in the second one to me than the other ones.
The only one I hated was the train fight. Because you're in a small environment, you have to worry about this one guy who like tanks everything.
Yeah, that part was pretty stressful.
And Lazarevich is a little frustrating at first. The only thing you have to worry about, I found, was having to get the drop on him. But other than that, I definitely enjoyed fighting him way more than Navarro. So in terms of overall gameplay, definitely the second one. Oh, and especially in terms of the cinematic moments. The train especially. The only thing I didn't really... I'm kind of mixed about it. I'm not a big fan of in medias res storytelling. Because if it like, they do the same thing with Uncharted 4, where you start off with Sam, and I'm like, why would you do that? You're showing me a character that I don't know about, and the suspense is gone, you know what I mean? Especially when you do the whole prison part, where he supposedly dies.
I would have to disagree with that. I feel like it adds more suspense, because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
With me, it was like, yeah, I was confused as to who Sam was, but then when you go deeper in the story and you realize who he was and his backstory, you're like, oh, okay, so I kind of like that kind of storytelling sometimes. With me personally.
With 2, for me, to me, at least, it felt good because you were like, holy shit, what has he gotten himself in now? So yeah, 1 definitely, 2. 1 would be my second favorite. The only problem I have with it, honestly, was just, you know, the boss fight with Navarro was just stupid. But I liked the overall tone of it. You're on a lost island that Nobody remembers. And you have that growing mystery of, you know, how did what happened to Sir Francis Drake? What's wrong with El Dorado? Why is it driving anyone crazy? And then you had the reveal at the end where it's a coffin to a disease that has not been exposed to anyone in over 1,000 years, and it turns them into monsters. Like, when I first played that, I was like, holy shit. That is scary and awesome at the same time. It kind of went into, like, horror mode, and that's where I felt it worked for me. The only, I guess, other problem I had was the camera is awkward. It looks weird because of how it's off its positioned.
Yeah, that's true. I just didn't like the zombies.
Yeah.
I hated everything after the zombies appeared, which is probably why it's my second least favorite after 3, just because I just didn't like that.
Yeah, for me, I liked them because they added an extra surprise factor, but I see what you're saying.
To me, they were just annoying.
I definitely did like the reveal, though. Then they have 3, which, honestly, 3 to me was just a playable disappointment. I mean, I enjoyed it. I personally felt the gunplay was more ironed out. But in terms of everything else, I felt the story was a complete and utter ripoff of Batman Begins. Because in the movie, Batman Begins, what's the plot? An ancient Black Opsy organization dressed in black, obsessed with causing people fear and distress with toxins, and so on and so forth. And what's the plot of Uncharted 3? An ancient 500-year-old Black Ops organization obsessed with controlling people through fear with ancient toxins. Gee, where have I seen that before? So it didn't help that I felt the story was ripped off from somewhere else and done better. You don't even see what the Jinn are. I mean, I was hoping Drake would shoot the pot open, but no, it just falls into the sea and we never see what's in there.
Yeah.
And to me, it kind of blew its load with the whole supernatural stuff way too early with the spiders. Oh god, the spiders. On the other hand, I did like that there were more puzzles in 3. That I did like, with the exception of one that I felt didn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Which, it was the one with the whole mix and match block puzzle where you had to, like, move them around.
God, I hated that one. That one made no sense to me. I was stuck on that the longest because I was like, I just don't understand how you're supposed to make sense of this.
It didn't. And I got tired of figuring out, and I just looked it up, and it still did not make any sense. Like, I'm looking at the floorboards with the holographic clues. The first 2 made sense. The other 2 didn't.
Yeah, I looked it up as well because I was just tired of being stuck there. I was like, no matter what I did, it was like nothing was working. And even when like you said, even when you looked it up, it was like, how was anyone supposed to figure that out?
Nope. I had to do the same thing with the wheel puzzle in Uncharted 4. Like, I did good on the first 2 or 3, but then once it got to the 4, I was just like, no, I don't get it.
I liked that wheel one.
I did.
I actually enjoyed that one.
I liked the wheel one. It was just the last part I gave up. I couldn't find what the alignment was.
Yeah, that one wasn't really hard for me.
Yeah. There's always that one puzzle that escapes you and you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know where to go for this Memento puzzle. Maybe the map knows.
You have to go, you know where, like, you barely land in the factory?
Yeah.
And you fight the first claw of the game? That's where you find the Memento.
Oh, so I was going the right way, I think.
Yeah, you have to backtrack all the way to the beginning of the factory.
I thought I was going... I thought I was going the wrong way because it was starting to go on forever. Like, am I going the right way?
No, that's actually the right way. At first, that's how it was with me the first time. I didn't know where I was going, but you have to go literally all the way to the beginning of where you start this game.
Yeah. Oh, and another problem I had with Uncharted 3. To me, it unceremoniously fucked with Drake the most out of all of them, and not even in the good way. Like when Uncharted 1 and 2, whenever something happened to Drake, it was usually used spaced out, and it was for laughs as well as for suspense. With 3, every 2 seconds it was like something's out to kill him. Like they don't even
It was kind of irritating how that went.
Yeah, I get to the beginning of the airport level where you gotta go catch the plane, and not 2 seconds after starting, a window clamps on Drake's fingers, and I was just like, you want to just burn his house down while you're at it?
Right? Like, might as well just kill him off, why don't you? Jesus Christ.
So far, they seem to have done the opposite with 4. It's nowhere near as abusive towards him.
Yeah, 4 is definitely great. I love 4.
Yeah, I like the car chase especially was awesome.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings up why did they stop doing more vehicle segments after 1? Like 1 had the jet ski, and that was it.
Who knows? Yeah, I guess I wanted to change it up a bit, I suppose.
Yeah. The only other thing I kind of am a little upset with 4 is that they took out the grenade throwback. I liked and hated it in 3. Honestly, what bummed it out for me in 3 was they added that extra little time mechanic. Like, why would you do that? That just adds extra frustration. Like, when you get... Like, not even Call of Duty is turpentine swirling really retarded enough to add that. Like, if I'm getting a grenade thrown, I want to toss it back. I don't want to wait for the damn thing to explode, especially since I'm getting hammered by a bunch of other enemies that want to kill me.
I guess it just ups the difficulty, so sometimes
I
they
guess.
do that.
It's just out of instinct, I ran away from them more than I ever did trying to toss them back. I did get used to it after a while, but it was like begrudging. And then I look in 4, and it's like they got rid of them completely.
Yeah.
And it's like they took the cheap way out. They didn't even bother to fix it.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. Oh, and I got a comment on the stream saying, "Hello, friend. Hello." Alright, so we're back here in the... with the giant wheel. Silver.
Yeah, I think the Memento should be around there somewhere.
Wheel.
From what I remember.
I found it.
That's a Yorha unit.
There you go.
Analysis. Yorha Type B body confirmed. It belongs to the missing unit known as 11B.
So this is where you landed. Pod, can you access her black box?
Negative. Unit 11B's black box has been irreparably damaged. Proposal. Unit 2B should recover any usable weapons. Fragmented data detected in memory region.
11B, what happened to you? Elapsed time, reactivation complete. Cannot contact my team. Verify, plan once more. Supposed destruction to sortie. Anti-air fire while on the flight. Oh, she was one of our wingmen, or wing women, in the beginning of the game, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the ones that got destroyed when you first start the game.
Poor girls. They didn't deserve that. They all got royally fucked up. Painful, it hurts. Why stop? Who am I? Uh-oh. She was losing her mind.
She was planning to go AWOL.
Violation of regulations detected. However, due to the death of the unit in question, corrective punishment is impossible.
Black box.
I'll bring this weapon back to 16D in the bunker.
Yup. 11B's escape plan. Okay. Alright. Is there a fast travel, or do you have to walk all the way back to where you were? Hello? Let's see. Can I do it? No, I can't. Gotta walk back. No fast travel. Running, running. I can't access it. Phooey. Huh. Found somebody. Steel mill. T-1000 certainly wouldn't like this place, that's for sure. Tuh. Whew, finally out of there. Hey, you disappeared for a second.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just talking with my mother.
Ah, that's nice. Yeah, we found the bodies, had to walk all the way back.
Yeah, that's the only problem. You always have to walk
Yeah,
all the way.
I was trying to ask you if there was a fast travel, but you were gone for a sec, so it was like I answered my own question regardless.
No, sometimes you can fast travel, unfortunately.
Ah, thank God. I mean, 2B's Forrest Gump sprint can only go so far. Tuh. Do. Can I fight a moose? I don't want. Nah, but it says beast hide is like needed for the virtuous whatever it is. So
yeah, you can fight them. They can be kind of hard. Sometimes. So.
Holy crap! That is a lot of health he took out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would not recommend fighting those until you're higher leveled.
Oh, yeah. Oh, freaking...
Because they hit really hard.
Tell me about it. Friggin' moose. I am not living in fear of goddamn moose. You wanna go, Bullwinkle? You're gonna get served. Rockin' Bullwinkle. My old cello teacher's a fan of that show back in his day. Okay, I'm gonna go deliver these quests, and then we're gonna go do the theme park. And yeah, I think the theme park will be the last thing we'll do, and then we'll continue later or whatever. I heard about this from the bunker. These are parts we need for our network structure, right? Thanks for bringing them. Ah. Proving communications complete. Okay, so I got that one done. Oh, now what?
2B to Operator 6-0. Material handover complete.
Copy that. Good work.
I see the commander's as much of a slave driver as ever. It's like she was built to be as efficient and hard-assed as possible.
Oh, she's not so bad.
Are you serious?
Totally serious. The commander actually lets a lot of things slide on the side. Like,
really?
Did you know that she leaves piles of clothes strewn everywhere? The cleaning team is so sick of it. Oh, and she never performs regular maintenance on herself. A lot of the hard-ass nature you mention is just for show.
How do you know all this?
I can't tell you that. Operator 6-0, out.
What the heck was all that about?
She knows from doing her in the bedroom, doesn't she? I joke. It's just, well, if you're a robot humanoid thingamajig, what else are you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna go turn... Well, we got the communications one out of the way, which I didn't expect we actually did. I guess it's one... Well, it was for fighting a bunch of dudes. The only thing to do is just go turn in this other one. Loading. Ah, there she is. Hello, 2B. Found 11B's body. You handed over her belongings. Out on this, she must have fought right up to the end. Yup. Well, she went insane, actually, but... Yorha issue blade. Keep 11B's plan to herself. What did you do? Did you tell her about the desertion, or did you keep it to yourself just so...
I kept it to myself.
Didn't want to break her heart or whatever, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very much a tell-the-truth person, but... Huh. Memento complete. Ah, so I was onto something with that joke. Apparently they do relationships.
Yeah, they do.
Real Ghost in the Shell type of stuff. Alrighty. Transport back to camp and let's go to the fair. Amusement park. Whatever it is. You know, I just remembered something. There was an AI character called Black Box in one of the Halo novels I read way back. He kind of looks like the black box cubes they have, actually. He's all like black and square shaped. and he has he kind of has like a black comedy sense of humor. Like he's,
Oh,
it's like all kind of like dry humor.
I see.
Yeah, which is, he's kind of odd, because most of the AIs in the Halo series, they kind of model themselves after people. So he's the only one that is literally just a cube. He doesn't take the form of anything else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're not a big Halo fan, but it was, I guess you could say, one of the games that, I guess, got me invested into universes and storylines in games. Like, how deep they could go.
Well, it's cool. I mean, everybody has that franchise they get into.
Yep.
It's cool.
Like, the first game had, like, a great atmosphere to it. Like, you're fighting an alien race that wants to kill everyone and everything in regards to humanity, but then you find that, you know, Halo, the ring world.
Looks like our surface route's been cut off. Maybe we can get through from underground.
You know, it's the evolving mystery of what is this place, and it turns out it's a prison for an even worse enemy, the Flood, which devours all life in the universe.
So 2B, those machines out in the desert look just like androids, right?
Right.
But we androids were modeled after our human creators. So why would machines try to look like us?
There's no point trying to work out unsolvable problems.
I suppose.
Like, think the spiders from Uncharted 3, but if they were ticks with spider-ish legs, and they infect you and they turn you into zombies, pretty much. And the ring was like meant to, you know, wipe out all life in the universe in order to stop it from happening. You know, back then that was like, oh shit, you didn't see that coming. So it was a real mystery factor.
So like
Nowadays, yeah, it really was. And you have like sassy Cortana, who's Master Chief's AI, and you know, he's like, you knucklehead, you almost, by following the mad AI, you almost doomed us. That manages the ring.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd stream it, but of course I don't have an Xbone yet, which has the Chief collection. Honestly, I'm a bit of a lull with Halo as of late. Like, after Halo 4, which I thought was good, I looked up, you know, since I can't play them, I might as well look up what they're doing with the other games, and I did not like what I saw with 5 at all. They took a hammer to basic Halo gameplay and storylines and just said, fuck it. And as a fan of the lore, it also felt insulting, too. So yeah, you ever play a game or watch an anime where you love the lore, you love the characters, but then for some reason they pull off they think they have an awesome, then they pull like a shitty idea and it just ruins everything?
Once or twice, yes.
Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, I think, was one you mentioned. You hate that one.
I don't like the anime at all. It edited out so much from the manga itself, so I don't know why.
Yeah. Huh, looks like Disneyland survived the apocalypse. Hey. Or Universal, whichever one. Hey, it's Hogwarts Castle. They redid it.
What are those? What the?
Wow, this is weird.
Very weird. And they're just gonna stand there, partying and leaking all over the floor. Well, I have to kill him. I mean, yeah, I was kind of committing murder, but yeah, I kind of need the resources here and the experience.
You're really gonna kill the friendly robots?
Yeah. I'm bad. I'm sorry.
Could have just waited until later on, but...
Really? Waited for what?
Oh, the actual robots that want to kill you.
Might as well beat him to that. Whoa. Anticlimax for the win. Fountain's fucked. Don't care. That was awesome. Ow, no. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I'm very much the get as much experience as possible from the onset kind of player, you know what I mean? So that way you don't have much difficulty later.
I guess I am as well, but I don't do that with friendly NPCs.
Yeah, I'll spare them the next time. Wait a minute. This is the part where you have that DLC, right? In the middle fountain right here?
No, that's not a DLC, that's a robot. Except I would not recommend touching him at all.
What?
He's extremely under-leveled.
Uh-oh. Well, I recall...
That's a level 80 robot.
Really? So...
And it's not easy to beat him with 2V. It's way easier to do it with 9S.
Ah, so save him for later.
Yeah,
well,
also you have to hack at him at least like for 5 minutes for him to wake up, so it's not worth it.
Oh, it's just I recall. I'm probably wrong, but I recall from your streams you tried that you went and showed off a bit of that DLC, and I could have sworn the entrance to it was like in the theme park. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
No, there's this place that is unlocked, but because of the DLC in this place, but it's not actual. Not the actual DLC itself. One of the arenas is in the desert, and the other one's in the coastal area.
I see. So it's like multiple areas with like trial fights. I get it. My God, this music is awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite soundtrack in this game.
Soothing yet adventurous at the same time. I love it.
She actually... Oh, she was part of the quest line, actually.
Huh, a back entrance. Ah! A shop area. Copper ore, iron ore. Could use for coloring. Thank you, he says. There's a...
Where does this corridor lead?
A side quest or something. Or maybe it's one of those ATM machines. Probably is.
We're getting resistance signals from that building over there.
Yep. That's where the 4-diamond target thingamajig is. Save point. Map unlocked. Okay. There was an inbox before. Operator 60, 2B. Remember that message I sent you? And man, I got the worst readings of possible for health, work, and love. But that's when I realized something. Stuff is a bunch of occult crap. On your destiny. You know, these androids, they're more human than they think.
Let's look around.
They really are.
We can take.
Yeah, they are.
Copper ore. So I'm guessing I can go either way, right? Up there or through the main entrance.
Which main entrance?
The main bridge that leads straight up over there behind the buildings.
No, you can't.
I can't?
You can't go there. No, you have to go around. You only unlock that after you beat the boss.
I see. They don't want you to head right in there.
No.
Yeah, you were, I think you were about to say something when I head into that alley back there. But then you
shouldn't be leaving the alley, because you still have to, that's the way to go.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see what was over here, just to investigate, you know, explore. You know, I like to double check sometimes. Like, there was one, like, when I was going through the Madagascar area in Uncharted 4, I had that mindset, but in the process, I ended up going the way I needed to go anyway and didn't even realize it. Like, I missed out on a camp that was buried, that was, like, past a tunnel in one part. And that ticked me off, because I was like, no. Because I was following the smoke up in the horizon, thinking that was the way I had to go. And so I backtracked, thinking to the one area, which was actually the entrance, thinking it was a side area, and, well, you can imagine my surprise upon finding out the opposite.
Yeah.
And so So I don't know what I missed. Probably treasure, most likely, which I'll get anyway, but then again, there's always that dialogue that comes up that I love to hear.
Yeah.
Alrighty, getting closer. Dance, magic, dance.
These machines are heavily armed. We'll regret it later if we let them escape. So let's take them out.
Goliath tank, huh? Level 10. That's a lot of balls. Ah. They got the turret, so he's defenseless. Ah, Corn is back. Experience 444.
What's this? Some kind of crystal?
Analysis. It is a core fragment from the machine lifeform. It is similar in structure to a plant cell.
A plant cell?
Hmm. Interesting.